Alright, so I'm giving this a shot. This is going to be a little long. There may be some words that get just the slightest bit messed up, but I'm going off what I wrote at the moment. Apologies for this being long, but I thought it would be a little more authentic and a little fun to work on. Alright, this is the Ballad of Aucassin and Nicolette. Once was a man under California's sun, well, barely a man named Aucassin. He was just called Okie for short. His father was a sheriff, a stern old man of God. With guns and crosses he shot at dreams for those gold seekers who still believed. Now, Okie, to make his dads and meats, worked down in the red light street where you'd always find the sinful kind. Okie's trade was known as vile, except for the few, you know who, that wanted to make him cry. Now, riding into town was an outlaw, though, wanted from head to toe. Nicolette, Hunter, he'd been named. His body itself was illegal. His gun had been excluded since President Arthur, so no one really knows how he got here. A roof for a night and some feed for his horse was all that this hunter had searched for, yet the only place in town he felt he could wind down, stumbling into Okie's warm arms. Afterwards, Okie sang this song. Amongst a town of hateful souls, I hear these hills are full of gold, but in your warmth, greatest pleasure, love of another, it is my treasure. Nicolette, run away with me. I don't want to sell my soul to be free. Know somewhere there's a place for us, out of the sun and all the dust. In love is all will be. Okie finished his tune. The hunter shed no tear. He just dropped his money and he left. Okie's thoughts were full of Nick. He even abandoned the red light district in favor of daydreaming the night away. His father searched for outlaw Nick, a bounty on his head. Little did he know he'd find his hunter in his son's only bed. To jail he sent his son, with a lesson in store for Nick, a trick to personally punish the kind that doesn't belong. Now bigotry, it ought to be made the sheriff mad. A railroad spike in each foot and hand bound Big Nick up in his attic, but little could hold the hunter tight with Samson's strength and Goliath's might. So down came his house with the sheriff inside. Nick stole his horse and began to ride to the place where he knew Okie was locked inside. And while riding, he cried this tune. Amongst the town of devil's gold, nothing here can save your souls. In the warmth, the greatest pleasure, love of another, it is my treasure. Okie boy, run away with me. We've lost our souls, so now we're free. I know somewhere there's a place for us, out of the dark and out of the dust. And love is all will be. Two of them rode off without looking back, northward bound, while feel sweat drip down your back. The forest of towering trees, and up the coast, howling breeze. This place it felt uncivilized, out of the sight of God's blue eyes. Not a faith had embraced this new terrain, but one dear night he had to get out of the rain. So the two of them found a hut. It belonged to a native man, who belonged to his own clan, where hospitality ran thicker than blood. When the morning sun rose, they met the tribe who rose to sing this tune. Amongst the town we have no gold, we aim to heal our wayward souls. In each other's chill we find pleasure, love of another eternal treasure. We hope you'll never run away from here, authentic, accepting, we never fear. This place is a place for those who have a house but want a home, and love is what we give. Aucassin and Nick felt out of place, not only in stature, but also in race. They attempted to use their way of life. No booze, no gambling, yet no strife. The strangest thing it seemed to be was the spread of love that felt so free. Two spirits make up every man, and expressing them, it's in your plan. No longer was their love illegal, natural law, nor excluded people. Mother, fathers, with no gender, hedonistic, seem their splendor. Temperance and gut feelings replaced our hunters' freewheelings. But our two just didn't seem so special. No one could place the shift in Oakie's face, but something seemed to snap. The love and joy he had missed in life probably hollowed out this gap. And the way these backwards people preached and never touched a drop made Aukie feel this sort of way he wished that he could stop. He grabbed Nick's gun and killed everyone so he could finally be free. But freedom does not lack restraint, and freedom doesn't make a saint, but it's the choice to sing to the ones that hurt you. Amongst a town with no gold, I'm purifying all the souls. In this life I find no pleasure, hate of the other eternal treasure. I just want to run away from here. I can't die, 'cause I can't fear. This place is no place for those who have a house but want a home, and love is what we give. Nick was scared and out of ammo by his man he met from the bordello, so he took off in the night for his homeland. Aukie stuck there all alone, felt there was no better place than home, so he rode back up to California. Nick had made his way to Japan, an orphan returning a Western man. Everybody praised him. This famous hunter or cowboy is like a king from all the strife, while Aukie was back in his Western life with all the things he learned along the way. His town was empty and full of ghosts, abandoned houses, dried up moats. They longed for each other till they died. Amongst the sound of hateful souls, I hear these hills have lost their gold. Its warmth was the greatest pleasure, love of another was their treasure. Aukie died crying a mourning dove, Nick the hunter died still in love. I know somewhere there's a place for them there. Doubt they did not succumb in love, they'll forever be. Sorry, I know some parts were shaky, but in a short amount of time, I just wanted to make it a little more campfire-y for what I imagine a more modern retelling of this story would be. So, hope you enjoyed.